Hello, I'm here to show you 4 different ways to do your brows. The first way I will show you today is to use a powder. So you can use an eyebrow powder or you can use a dark eyeshadow. What I prefer to use is the color Kohl by Mascara Beauty, which is a very deep chocolatey brown. It matches my hair rather well and it blends in nicely with my skin tone and my hair. The 3 other ways that I will show you in future segments will be how to do your brows using a pencil, how to do your brows using a brow pomade, and the final way, I will show you how to do your brows using a brow gel and a little marker. All right, let's get started. So using the color Kohl and this fine-tipped, angle-tipped brush with a spoolie on the end, I will dip into the color Kohl and follow this line here to define my brow. If you do not have defined brows and need to find the points, I suggest that you take your brush or whatever you're using and line it up with your nose, that end of your nose here, and then mark a dot. Then line it from your nose through your pupil, and that should be your arch. If you don't have one, then that would be the point where you have it. If you have an arch and it's not exactly there, follow your natural arch. I wouldn't recommend trying to recreate what God already gave you. Lastly, to find the end, you want to follow the line until the end of your eye and end it where the straight line ends. Then to make sure that it's straight here to here, carry the line from here to the very end. So since I have a defined area already, I just use small flicks in an upward motion and then draw this line across. You don't want to apply too much pressure because you don't want it to look like you sharpied your eyebrows. So use light-handed strokes. It helps if you're using a brush, it helps to hold your brush further back because you have a tendency to have a lighter hand if you're holding it further back. So lightly fill in the top and the center there, and then take your spoolie end and diffuse that color a little bit. Powders work really well for oily gals because it will likely last longer on you and rub off less easily. If your brows are unruly and you need a little bit more help keeping them in place so that they brush down well, I recommend using a clear brow gel to set them into place. And that's it. That's how you do your brows using a powder eyeshadow. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back with 3 other methods to get them done.